Welcome to Today. I am Natalie. It is fantastic to see you. Thank you so much for spending this moment and time with me. Today, I do have a chair out. I also have my hand weights out, as well as a mat and my shoes. So grab those items and let's get started. Let's start by just rolling out those shoulders, lengthening from those ears, pulling the quads away from your kneecaps. I don't know, did I say engage your core? Engage your core, pulling your lower abdominals, lift them. Breathing in and out, reverse your shoulder rolls. Today we're going to get into your arms, your core, reverse again. And I just have my toes just wider than hip distance width. Soften those knees. Again, lengthen your spine in both directions. And let's look right and left. I want you to think about your abdominals and how they're supporting you throughout the movements we do today, throughout the exercises. Keep them engaged. One more right and left. And then meet me back in the center, dropping, lowering your chin to your chest. Give your head a gentle shake, a gentle nod. Being super gentle with your neck this morning, especially if this is the first movement you're doing. Drawing a smile in the front of your chest by moving your chin right and left. Your shoulders are heavy. And return to the center. Let's take our forehead to ceiling and then chin to chest. Feel free to match up your breath. Exhale, chin to chest. Couple more times here. Really feel those shoulders heavy. Wiggle them out, as a matter of fact. Wiggle out those arms, drawing shoulder blades together. And let's draw a circle with your nose in one direction a few times. What are your toes doing in your shoes? Are you scrunching them? Relax them, wiggle them. Really big circle with your neck. And then return chin to chest. Shake out that head one more time. Wiggle your jaw, wiggle your fingers, and wiggle your toes inside your shoes. Inhale, roll it up, standing nice and tall. Drawing shoulders to ears, release them again. Beautiful. Roll them back. Bringing those feet wider than hip distance width, dropping or pointing that tailbone towards the floor. Let's twist, soften those knees. Play around with this. Maybe feet closer together feels better. Really see how this is affecting your body. See what it's doing. I've been working in my yard a lot. And when my feet are wider and I do this little swing, one of my knees is like, not today. So adjust accordingly. Listen to your body. Slow down. Return back to the center. Inhale those arms up. And as you exhale, let's hinge over to that left side, lowering that left arm. Really planting that right foot onto the floor. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hinge to the other side. Head is heavy. Abdominals are engaged. Inhale, back up. Over to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale again. Inhale up and exhale to the other side. One last time. Back up. Open, roll shoulders up, back, and down. And let's get into those wrists. Let's circle the wrists. Both directions. Let's make a fist and explode those fingers. Wiggle them out. Do it again. We're going to be using those hands holding some weight. So let's warm up the fingers. Do it a couple more times. And then maybe just the fingertips. Just the fingertips. Ooh, 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 ooh. Your thumb. Rotate it. Circular motions. Both directions. Yes, nice. Let's spread those fingers. Right hand using your left hand to gently bring them closer to your face. And opposite. Just finding motion in those joints in your body. Other side. Spread the fingertips first. And the other direction. My hands are swollen from pulling weeds. It's cracking me up. Circle those wrists again. Do it again. And then flip over that right hand, taking the left underneath, drawing, spread those fingertips. Bring that thumb closer to the side of your arm. Let's give your hand a nice thumb stretch. Other direction, or other side, I mean. Just give it a little stretch. Really spread those fingers. And release. Shake it on out. Let's just touch those shoulders a few times, waking up those elbows. Even right here, fire on those abdominals. Lengthen like you're being pulled from those ears. Really find that length in your spine. Awesome. And let's take it to the side. I would love it if you guys left this class taller than when you stepped into it. So really think of that spine nice and long. That'd be really cool, right? Good. Circle those arms back. You can keep a generous bend in those elbows. If it feels good, you can straighten the arms. And reverse. Good. Just open and close. Slapping your back. Give yourself a big pat on the back. You deserve it for showing up today. Good. Just open those arms again. Beautiful. Shake out your body. Starting from your feet, working your way up those legs. Just roll through the feet a few times. In your shoes, spread out those toes. Try not to have them scrunch together. Make them all work together. Beautiful. Hang out on this right side. Circle the ankle a few times. Move over to the left circle. Nice. If you have a chair, grab your chair if you would like to use it. Let's fire on those calves. Bringing those feet right underneath those hip bones. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. Fingertips only. Bend those knees. Straighten them. Lift up. Gently lower. Let's move through this. Saying hi to our knees. Bend. Straighten. Lift. Lower. Lower abdominals are fired on. I'm being lifted by the tops of my ears. One more. And just lift, lower, lift, lower. Now 2 more. Hold it here. Lengthen from those ears. Feel your toes supporting you. Squeeze as you lower all the way down. Let's take that right leg behind us in a calf stretch. In your lunge, square those hips. Using your chair to support you or not. Lift your back heel up, lengthen that back leg down, bend both knees. Getting a nice stretch in that hip flexor. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, hinge to that left side. Props are amazing, you guys, because every day we're different. So yay, I'm glad I have my chair next to me. Helps me in this stretch. I'm not using it too much, but I'm using it. And release. Lower your back heel. Bend your front knee. Very nice. Let's bring that right leg in a smidge. Come up on that left heel. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then as you exhale, press those hips back. Now let's stay here with a flat back for just a few breaths. Tap that toe on the floor and bring it back up. Move your foot, tap your toe a few times, lengthen your spine. And then lower your foot onto the floor, bend your front knee. And if you would like, you can round through the spine. And maybe your fingertips reach the floor. Maybe you're supporting yourself on your thigh. Let your head be heavy. Your weight is evenly distributed between your front and back foot. Abdominals pulled away from those thighs. And press into those feet and roll it up. Shoulders up, back, and down. Now, options. Bring that foot to meet the left one or bring it behind, and let's do another side body stretch. And return back up. Shake it on out. Head on over to the other side. Take your chair over if you would like it to support you. Taking that left leg back. Let's first find a lunge. Pressing that left heel into the floor. Find the length all the way up. And then let's come up off of that left heel, lengthening it even further behind, and then bend both knees, getting a stretch in that left hip flexor. Find all the length first, find the engagement, Then inhale, left arm up. Exhale, hinge over to that right side. Head is heavy. Getting into not only your hip flexors, your psoas. Oh yeah. Inhale back up. Placing that foot back onto the ground. Let's bring that foot in a little bit more. Your left foot, come up onto that right heel. Inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, press both hips back evenly. Lengthen your spine. Ooh, perfect song to do those toe taps. Tap and lift. Do this a few times. And then lower your front foot, bend your front knee. And now round and hinge through the spine, round through the spine. Maybe hands, fingertips reach the floor and are supporting you that way. Maybe you're up higher using your thigh for support. Just breathe here and picture and feel your weight evenly distributed between your front and your back foot. Head is heavy. One more. And press into the floor evenly, roll it up. Take your time. Enjoy that roll through of your spine. And then either bring that back foot in to meet your front foot or take it behind for that side body stretch again. And return back up. Couple more stretches before we grab those weights. So if you don't have your shoes on, get your shoes on. Okay, I'm going to take this, let's bring our right leg onto the chair. Getting another nice hip flexor stretch. So keep this leg at a 90-degree angle and just press those hips forward. So it just depends on how close you are to your chair. Also be very careful. Do not do this on a rolling chair. You don't want to slide and end up in the splits. Right? Because mine was sliding. That's why I had to say that. Roll shoulders. Lengthen from your ears. And then straighten that front leg. Square those hips, flex those toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge forward. One more. Get into that hammy. Stay here for a couple breaths. This is my right leg. I am a little bit tighter on this side than my other side. Be kind and gentle to yourself. Maybe you're dealing with an injury. Breathe. And bring yourself back up. Bring your foot back to the chair. Pivot. So now I know it looks like my left foot, but it's still my right foot. So bringing your leg out in this nice 90-degree angle, we're going to get a nice stretch in the center and bring it up in your groin. One more. Beautiful. Let's switch the chair to the other leg. Bringing that left leg up. Starting with the hip flexor. Straighten that right leg. Really bring those hips down, tailbone pointed down. Now, yours might look different than mine depending on the flexibility, your flexibility. Maybe it's not doing anything for you. I just wanted to give you another option. Straighten that front leg, flex your front toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, back up. 2 more just like this. 1 more. And hang out here for a few breaths. Think of lengthening from those ears, reaching from the top of your head, nice and long spine. Core is engaged. Bring yourself back up. Place your foot back onto the seat of the chair. Pivot that foot. So you're in that side little stretch. We're just going to bend towards the chair. Bring it back up. My standing leg is pivoted out a little bit. It's turned out. See what feels good to your body. Maybe straight forward is what's good for you. Drop your tailbone. Hold it here in your stretch. And release. Let's move our chair out of our way. Let's circle those hips in both directions. Reverse. Pelvic tilt. Pelvic tilt. Shake those hips side to side. Shake out those hands. Wiggle out your bodies. And let's grab those weights. Grab those shoes. Grab some water. Beautiful. Let's bring those big toes underneath those hip bones or just slightly out of your hip bones. Soft knees, tailbone down, roll shoulders, up, back, and down. Bringing the palms facing out, regular bicep curls. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Switch positions, hammer curls. Try not to lock out those knees, core is engaged. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Palms facing your body, lateral lifts, lift and lower. Four more here. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Bend both knees, find a squat, hinge forward, keeping your heart lifted, spine and a nice long line, bringing elbows close to your body, tricep kickbacks. 2 more. Wiggle your jaw. Make sure there's no tension in your jaw. Beautiful. Bring yourself back up. Lower. Roll shoulders. Widen those feet. Bend. Find your plie squat. Pelvic lifted. Pelvic floor lifted. Hands at your hips. Crossbody punch. Starting with our right hand. First, find the length in your spine. No tension in your neck. Here we go. Alternating. Four more sets. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Beautiful. Toe heel those feet back in. Roll shoulders. Hip distance width with those feet. Bring your arms up. Overhead press. This is where we keep soft knees, strong core, especially your pelvic floor. Here we go. Three, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lower. Roll. Awesome. Let's bring our weights, drop them for 1 moment, place them gently. Circle out those wrists. Do all the things, wiggle your hands. Make a fist explode. Shake them out. And then we're going to put some of those exercises together. Okay. You ready? Grab your weights again. Bringing your weights here, right in front of you. Nice 90-degree angle. Keeping your hands facing all the way up. Flip the palms out and bring them down. Back up. In and down. Nice. Halfway done. Three more. Keep that core engaged. 2 more. Ooh, yeah. You feeling it in your shoulders? Beautiful work. Gently lower. Woo. Shake it on out. Wiggle it on out. That was amazing. Amazing. Roll shoulders. And now I want you to bring both weights right in front of you. I might have to choose my lighter ones. My arms are fatigued already. So listening to your body, okay? Listen to your body if you need to change out your weights. The exercise is here. Keep your core engaged. We're going to alternate lowering your arms. I'm going to switch out my weights. You can get started if you like. My biceps are tired. Alternating. No matter if you change your weights to lighter or heavier, adjust accordingly. You can add more. You can add less of the exercise. Okay, so take it here. Try not to lock out those knees. Keeping a soft bend. Pelvic floor is engaged. I like to work the core from the inside out. So that's what I mean by the inside out. Keep that pelvic floor engaged. Good. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Nice work. Whew. Give your arms some love. Maybe you lower those weights. Maybe you change them out for your heavier weights. Let me show you the exercise before you do that. So we're going to bring our arms up, in, out, and down. Okay? So you choose accordingly. I'm going to see what my heavier weights feel like and get going. Halfway there. Three more. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. Bend knees slightly. Tailbone towards the floor. Let's just hinge side to side before we head on down for some core workout. Hopefully your arms feel nice and warm. Beautiful. Let's find that plie squat, dropping tailbone, weights in the center, lengthen your spine in both directions, and twist slightly. Four more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish your set. Toe heel it in. Starting out hinging to your left side. Let's do 4 more here. 4. Core engaged even tighter, navel to spine. 2 more here. You got this. I hope you're feeling fantastic in your abdominal area. And last one. Nice job. Find that plie squat again. Open your heart. Lift your heart. Soft hip flexors. Allow those hips to sink. Starting out left. Couple more here, you got this. Keep that core engaged, protecting your back. Woo, finish, toe heel it in. Let's place those weights out of range. Grab your mats. Perhaps grab some water. Hydrate those muscles. Grab your mat. I'll do it this way. And if your heart rate is elevated due to using those weights, perhaps sit down on your chair before removing your shoes. Keep your heart above your head. I like to take my shoes off when I'm on my mat, as you already know. So that's what I'm going to do. Grab some more water if you like. Meet me on the mat, standing nice and tall. Rolling shoulders up, back, and down. Lengthen your spine in both ways. Inhale those arms up, looking up. Nice stretch in your front body. Exhale, bend knees generously, hinging forward. Now my feet are wider than hip distance width. You choose what feels good to you. Just dangle here for a moment, shake out your head. Perhaps grab opposite elbow, getting into those hamstrings again. Release hands to the mat, coming down to one knee and then the other. So hopefully your shoulders feel nice and warm after all that shoulder work we did. Let's cat and cow it a few times. One more cat and cow. On your next inhale, meet me with a flat back, keeping those wrists under shoulders, spine nice and long, core engage. Now, this is a full body workout, this beast we're about to do, but I do want you to focus on your core, your abdominals. Curl those toes along the mat, onto the mat, and we're just going to do some knee taps and gently lower. Halfway done, 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Take those hips to your heels. Come up off of those wrists. Shake them out. Do all the things that feel good and supportive to those wrists that you like to do. And then meet me back down. Find a nice tabletop, core engaged, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, nice long spine, core engaged. Curl those toes. Now we're gonna lift those knees slightly and just do some hip dips. So just dipping each hip, keeping those abdominals nice and strong. And then lower knees. You can sit back on those heels if you like. Shake out those wrists. Returning back to your tabletop for those hip dips. Lift those knees, starting out on that right side or the other side that you didn't start on. Beautiful. And return knees back to the mat. Back, uncurl those toes. Let's bend that left elbow, opening up to that left side, and thread it through. Do it again, bend, open, thread it through. One more time, and thread it through, bringing your left ear to the mat. Maybe lengthening your right arm above your head. Now, naturally, our hips are going to move over to that right side. So see if you could square them out. Slight engagement of your belly. Pressing the back of that left arm into the mat or into the floor. Get a nice stretch. If your right arm was stretched out nice and long, bring it right underneath that shoulder. Press into the mat with a straight arm open to the side. Maybe you have some more space. And return that left hand to the mat. Let's do all that on the right side. Bending the right elbow, threading it through. Again, bending and threading. One more time, opening and thread it through. Maybe lengthening that left arm. Pushing the back of the right arm into the mat. Bringing those hips over to the right side if they've swayed over to the left. Breathe. Return that left palm underneath that shoulder, pressing into the mat. Open up, straighten that arm to that right side, and return back to the mat. Come down to one hip, then your glutes. Let's take our weight back so we could come up on those toes. Prayer hands, long spine. We're going to dip to the side. If you're feeling adventurous, bring your feet up wherever you would like to be. Maybe you do one straight leg at a time. Two more. Last one. Beautiful. Bringing bottoms of your feet together into this butterfly, hinging forward, round through the spine. Bringing yourself back up. Pressing that weight back, coming up on those toesies or feet up. You can hold your hands out to the side underneath those thighs. I just want you to do some toe taps. Lower abdominals engage. Your pelvic floor is engaged like it's never been engaged before. Couple more here. And bottoms of the feet together, round through the spine. Returning back up. Let's do those twists again, starting out with that right side or the opposite side you haven't done already. Beautiful. Whew. Hinge forward in that butterfly, bottoms of the feet together. Inhale through your nose. Let it out through an open mouth. Beautiful. Return back to that boat pose. Straight legs, bent legs. Hold it here. Shake out your jaw. And gently release. Swing those legs behind you onto your bellies, please. And then I want you to bring those elbows slightly in front of those shoulders or right underneath those shoulders and press yourself up, pressing your pubic bone into the mat. A little nice little stretch. Lengthen, lower your shoulders. And gently release. Support your head on your stacked hands. Take a few breaths right here, right now. And gently bring those hands underneath those shoulders. Push yourself up. Widen those knees. Bring big toes together. I left a sweat print on my mat. Press those hips back. Reach those hands forward. And maybe your forehead can be lowered to the floor. Let's keep those arms active by coming up on those fingertips. Pressing your heart down, opening through those shoulders. Here on those fingers, return to the palms of your hands, bring them under those shoulders. Press into the mat, bring yourself up, bring your knees in alignment, bring yourself to a tabletop. Walk palms of hands in front of those shoulders. Spread out those fingertips. Curl toes along the mat. And if there was a string around your waist, imagine your waist being pulled up into that down dog. Pressing heels towards the mat, pedaling through those feet. Wiggle your jaw, wiggle your head. Pressing both hips down. Get one more stretch in the back of those legs. Bend those knees super generously. Take your time tippy-toeing, walking back to those hands. Hang out here for just a breath or two. Bend those knees. Shake out your head, your jaw. Drop your glutes, your booty. Press into those feet. Take your time. Roll it up. Fan those arms up. Back behind you. Lift your heart, your chest. Try to draw elbows together. And a gentle release. Finishing off with our body twist. It's a great way to reset everything we did. Let it out. Slow down. Slow down all the way. Return to the center. Gently close your eyes. Check in with your body. See how you're feeling after the work you did. Maybe it's warm, it's buzzing, feels tired. Whatever it feels is the right thing. Inhale. Let it out through an open mouth. Bat open those beautiful eyelashes. Inhale up. Exhale, release. 2 more just like that. Inhale. Release. Grow nice and tall. One last time. Let's take a breath together. Gather it in the palm of our hands. Draw it close to our heart. Exhale. Bow your head in gratitude for yourself. You're an amazing human being. Thank you so much for joining me today. Te quiero mucho. Gracias. I love you so much. Thanks for spending this moment in time with me.